You are live. It says you are live. Hi, Rosemary and Time. Hi, Sarah Silva. Hi, Tammy T. Might be a little too warm in here for my little hoodie here. Can you guys hear me okay? Hi, Annabelle Roma. Hi, Kendall Lee Woodward Stone. DJ, good morning. New Orleans lady, good morning. Wild Horses, good morning. Prissy Missy. Nani Tina, good morning. Ellie Mae, good morning. Jaded, good to see you, darling. Hi, Karma. How you doing, babe? Carolina Rain, good morning, darling. Is it Nyla? Is it Ryan Summers Truth? Hi, Sarah. There's Carolina Rain. Dina Lynn, good morning, darling. Babies, we don't have any mods in here. You guys know. You hear me say this all the time. I go live spontaneously. The mods hopefully will get a notification. Is it Lena Ray? I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. Good morning, Lisa. It's good to see all you guys. There's Aurora. We have one mod. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for coming to mod, Aurora. You guys, I honestly don't know how our moderators here on Live Like No More put up with me, but they do. Nani Tina, thank you so much for the flowers for summer. Good morning, Sin. Wait, what? Hey, Arkansas, Missouri Penny. Good morning, darling. It's a beautiful day in our part of the world, isn't it? Hi, Sunny D. Babies, I'm trying to catch all of you. But you know I'm going to leave somebody out. So, but I wanted to grab some of you kids coming in. And I don't want to stay on here like forever. You know, I'm a little bit early for me. Well, I had just read the article that's in the title. The Sin saying hi to everybody. Y'all, I'm sorry. I've got to take this hoodie off. You're going to have to see my old granny arms. I am wearing my, this is my Alley shirt. If you've been, hi Spudler, a little light humor. If you've seen the interview between Chris McDonough and Allie, the mother of Hunter in the Summer Wells case, sitting on the front porch, I just happened to have the same shirt. And I even have where a bleach stain on it. Hi, Christy Solo. So, babies, I'm going to ask you to please put up with my old granny wing arms because it's just a little bit, not stuffy, but, you know, this is better. So hopefully you guys can, I'll try not to flap my granny wings too much. Hi, Lil Wing. Oh, so I'm sure most of you are already aware of this article. I'm I'm putting effort into taking the weekends off, at least Sunday. Um, community posts, of course. I'm always sharing other people's content that I enjoy or in one way or another appreciate. And so I share that stuff on our community tab because if it interests me and you guys come here, hi Campfire Karaoke Days 276. You guys come here because you appear to be interested in what I have to say, then you might be interested in what I'm interested in. So I tend to share things there over the weekend, but really not to do too much other and just be at home and be Bob's wife and all that. So the article is a couple of days old, and I know Jody Sue Brown has already talked about it. I caught a little bit of her take on the article. I'm not sure who else has already talked about it. So, I beg your pardon. So I may be going over something that you guys are already fully aware of, but it's not new news, really, but it is a new article. So for those who may not have access to it in other lands, or for those who may be relatively new to Summer's case, unlike so many of us who have pretty much been interested and looking into it, if not day one, then within weeks afterwards. Afterwards being June 15th, 2021, after that. Anyway, I also found that with the second year anniversary of Summer's disappearance very quickly approaching, a couple of days from now, 3 actually, that the more rest I take and the more time I spend outside and being a cat rescue mommy, the less emotional I tend. How do I put it? Look, my regular viewers know how emotionally invested I am in Summer's case. They are accustomed to seeing me cry. So if you are new, I would want you to know that I don't want you to be triggered, but if I start crying over Summer, I just do. And I don't apologize for it. But I find the more time that I take for other matters, the easier it is to talk about her without crying, especially with the approaching June the 15th. So let's just go ahead and look at the article. Edit Kingsport Times News. The link is posted in the description below. TBI talk about Summer Wells ahead of second anniversary. This article was written by Tessa Worley of the Kingsport Times News. Now, why am I not seeing it on my second screen? Why are you guys not seeing it? There we go. That was quite. Yeah, I think I was behind on the second screen. Happens almost every time. Good morning, Lori, honey. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Mohawk Mom. So, as I was saying, this article was published 2 days ago. The caption under the pictures of Summer Wells disappeared from her Beach Creek home on June 15th, 2021. Looks like there are 13 images. Oh my word. Guys, I promise you this is merely coincidental. I truly. You see the jacket that Summer is wearing in that picture? The hoodie? The brown old Navy hoodie? I promise you this is absolutely serendipitous. You guys know I would not lie. Wow. I never knew to this moment that Summer and I had the same hoodie. Guess I'll keep this one on until I get too warm. Appear to be from Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Now, darlings, as you know, when I'm sharing, I cannot see your chat. Timeline, Beach Creek. As the 2-year anniversary of the disappearance of 5-year-old Summer Wells approaches, her family and law enforcement continue to think about her. They continue to think about her. Well, let's see if they're doing anything besides thinking. Summer, who would now be 7, disappeared from her home in the Beach Creek area on June 15th, 2021. Search crews hunted in the woods near her home for almost 2 weeks, but they never found Summer. Yeah, 13 days. The search crews hunted in the woods near her home for 13 days. So June 28th, which is the first time her mother, Candace Bly, decided to speak publicly about her daughter Summer and her disappearance. She spoke with WJHL. I don't know why there's so much blank space on this page, but we'll keep scrolling and find out. This case has grabbed national attention, with her parents, Don and Candace Wells, even appearing on the Dr. Phil show. Sorry, you guys. I should be highlighting. I apologize. Extremely busy screen with all. There, perhaps it should have said, as the anniversary of Summer's disappearance grows near, comma, probably what they meant for it to say. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Don Wells, Summer's father, Ninja kittens are getting active, guys. So who knows? Dogs tracked Summer's scent. Wells told the Times News that during the search for Summer, a police dog tracked her scent to the road. Quote, all we know is that one of the police dogs followed her scent for the road, and that's absolutely all we have, close quote, Wells said in an interview this week. There are a lot of typos or something in this article. Kingsport Times News, may I say to you, as a retired professional news person, get your shit together. You have editors down there, you know, the kind that have a blue pencil. All we know is that one of the police dogs followed her scent for the road, maybe to the road. And that's continuing with Don Wells' quote. I mean, there's been no evidence of the so-called red truck. Also, whoever took her did not have a cell phone with them. They checked for cell phones in the area. Well, Don, I agree with you that there's been no evidence of the so-called red truck. You know, the one that your buddy, Tim Mullen, no S on the end, by the way, Mullen. You would think almost 2 years into this case, people could spell his fucking name correctly. Mullen, no S. Tim Mullen, your watermark is on the original photograph of the red Chevy pickup truck. I've already addressed this issue on my channel. It's to Angel Talks Too Fast channel. If they want the bird's eye low down on that fucking caper. Tim Mullen and his misinformation from almost day one. Thank you very much, Tim Mullen, you piece of shit. But according to Sheriff Ronnie Lawson of Hawkins County, Tennessee, some of his butthole buddies know the guy or the person who said they saw the red truck. Now, I'd like to point out, just as a quick aside, and I'm borrowing this from my YouTube bestie, Angel Talks Too Fast, when she made it abundantly clear through common sense and logical thinking. If you're the person that saw the red truck in the area, then you were in the area at the same time. Why are you a suspect? Whoever you are. And as Angel also pointed out, and like her, no, everybody knows I am not a Jody Sue Brown supporter. I think she is the Gladys Kravitz of Ben Hill Road. She's the nosy neighbor that wants everybody to think she knows everything because it makes her feel important. Go for it, Jody Sue Brown. Go, go, go. Yeehaw. However, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, riding on the coattails of my friend Angel Talks Too Fast, because believe it or not, I've actually had the same thought, but hadn't expressed it out loud. To my viewers anyway. If you saw the red truck, you were where the red truck was at the same time the red truck was there. Therefore, you too would be a witness, would you not? So Ronnie Lawson says that Jody Sue Brown's claim of a scream, which, by the way, I happen to believe she did hear a scream. I think she heard Candace Bly screaming when Candace Bly came upon whatever happened to Summer. But Ronnie Lawson says that the claim of it's unfounded. And basically the word unfounded, according to Merriam-Webster's collegiate dictionary, means no basis in fact. In other words, they can't prove Jody Sue Brown heard a scream, right? Well, there's 3 people said they did. Jody Sue and her 2 children. That's 3 witnesses to the same event, yet Ronnie Lawson calls it unfounded. So why is the red truck founded? Ronnie Lawson, you didn't hear the scream yourself. Therefore, you consider it that it would blow this thing wide open if you could, not quote, but, you know, if you could find that red truck and that witness, that potential witness. Ronnie Lawson, Sheriff of Hawkins County, you said it would blow this thing being Summer's disappearance, wide open. What's the difference? Why is the scream unfounded, but this so-called red truck, as Don Wells puts it in this article, would blow this thing wide open, according to Ronnie Lawson? As Jody Sue Brown would say, make sense of that. They are either, in my opinion, both unfounded, or both have a reasonable expectancy of developing into something. Makes sense of what I just said. All right, let's go on with the article. Back to what Don says about also whoever took her did not have a cell phone with them. It did not ping. We know that because I assume they is law enforcement, checked for cell phones in the area. So law enforcement, evidently told Don Wells that they checked for cell phones in the area on June the 15th of 2021. And I can't, y'all, I'm sorry, I can't make sense of that. Whoever took her did not have a cell phone with them. It did not ping. So is he saying, okay, so law enforcement, guys, I'm so sorry. Angel, shut up. Angel. Angel, I don't understand what Don is saying. So law enforcement checked every single cell phone that was in the area, and the ones that did ping did not abduct Summer. But the one who did abduct Summer did not ping. Angel, is that what he's saying? Angel? I know, Angel, I know. Angel, are you going live later today to explain this to us? Because I don't understand what that means. A cell tower dump, Jeff? Spudler, I think he's saying that there is no digital evidence of a mobile in the area at the time, but it doesn't mean a truck wasn't there. But I don't understand. All right, I need Angel to come up, but I'm going to have to smoke a cigarette first. Let's finish reading the article. How long have we been on? I'll look in a second. Let's finish reading the article. It's not that long. I'll go get my Bluetooth speaker, turn on our theme song on the 1 hour loop, but I won't stay on for an hour. Angel, if you can come up, you'll stream me, streaming you, streaming me, streaming you. Find Summer's truth. Don Wells talks in circles, and it makes me, why can't people in this case just make sense when they speak? Is it that challenging to string together enough words to create a sentence or two that actually makes sense? Okay, so let's get through the article. And Angel, honey, okay, we've been on almost 30 minutes. You'll end up in a rant. Well, we can rant together. I think I have your email. I'm not, how do I send, okay, we'll figure it out. But let's finish the article. Let me go get a few puffs off a cigarette after we finish the article. Then perhaps we can have Angel Talks Too Fast join us and explain what I'm having difficulty wrapping my head around about Don Wells' quote. Whew. Make that make sense. Okay. Let me unhighlight and then rehighlight. Summer's father also spoke. He said he was shocked when he was informed that Summer was missing. Okay. Like my heart had dropped all the way down to my stomach. It was that feeling you get in your gut. And I knew when I drove up to where our house is that she was gone. Let's go on. Wells said he and Summer were very close. Well, yeah, you just said that. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This is one of the most poorly written newspaper or e-paper articles I have ever read in my entire life. I'm sorry to the person who wrote this. I, you need to go back to journally written article. Me and her. Oh, he's going to bring this up again. Oh my goodness. Go away. What did I just do? Y'all, I'm sorry. It's hard to highlight the article because of so many freaking ads. Don goes on, okay? He says, me and her, notice he puts himself first. Me and her were way closer than her and Candace. Yeah, I thought he was going to throw that out there again. Wells said, she was all about me. If I was around, she was hanging around with me. Yeah, you're so fucking special, Don. All that in a bag of chips. Wife Candace is brokenhearted over everything that has happened. Everything that has happened. She should be brokenhearted over the fact that Summer Wells, her daughter, went missing while she was in Candace's care. She should be heartbroken over everything that is everything. You mean all your drunken ass appearances on YouTube live streams? Is that part of your everything, Candace? You mean all the Cash App, cha-ching, gang, gang, send me money, Cash App, whatever, Venmo crap? You mean fanny pack wish lists on Amazon? Is that what you're brokenhearted over, Candace? Are you brokenhearted over going on live streams while Don was in jail, telling everybody in the world that you don't love Don Wells? Basically, that you didn't want to be with him anymore, that you would always care for him because he's the father of your children. You're not brokenhearted over making an ass of yourself repeatedly in a drunken stupor on channel after channel after channel on live streams on YouTube, Candace? No. Well, how about ashamed? If you're not brokenhearted, how about ashamed? I'll take that as a no. Don goes on to say, this just ripped her heart out because she loves her little girl. Close quote. I bet it also ripped her heart out because within, according to her, a 2-minute period, Summer just, I guess she was abducted by aliens. I guess a spaceship just had its cloaking device on, Candace. While you're over there, you just got back from the Halston Medical Center and your errands. Well, you know, providing substances to a minor that were illegal in the state of Tennessee for him to have, the vapes and the twisted tea. So I guess that even though your mother, Candace Harrer, had just been to the Holston Medical Center, you'd gotten her prescription. Why didn't they put her brace on? Oh, you were adjusting her brace. Is that what you said, Candace? You were adjusting it? So it needed, your mother can't do that on her own, sitting on the steps of her little camper there on property that should evidently or allegedly belong to the Mocks and the Sherfies. So yeah, all right. So just ripped her heart out. Some people would say that Candace's heart being ripped out over Summer's disappearance is why she's drunk and fucked up all the time. I would say that evidence from Candace's history would substantiate that Candace has been drunk and fucked up for years, and that being drunk and fucked up probably has more to do with Summer's disappearance than vice versa. If that didn't make sense, let me say it a little more clearly. Candace Bly has been drunk and fucked up the majority of her life. She was drunk and fucked up perhaps after she had gone on a run. An alien spaceship did not descend with a cloaking device from the heavens above and send out a transport beam in 2 minutes and zap Summer Wells off into the galaxy. Candace Bly is a neglectful mother. In my opinion, Summer Wells is missing due to the utter and extreme neglect of her mother. I don't believe Don Wells when he says that Candace's heart is ripped out because she loves her little girl. I think if her heart is ripped out, if it is, it would have more to do with the fact that she feels, or at least should, so very fucking extremely guilty. Don said he has absolutely no doubt that Summer was taken. Is that right? Well, according to FBI CARD, C-A-R-D, Child Abduction Rapid Deployment out of Boston, there's absolutely no evidence whatsoever that Summer Wells was abducted. Zero. Nada. Zilch. None. And I don't know. Call me an idiot. I don't care. But I would tend to think that FBI CARD would know a little bit more about child abduction than Don Wells, especially since Don wasn't at home, according to him. going on with Dawn? I just know for a fact that someone took her. Why are they? What? Dawn, buddy, let it go. Let it go, Dawn. Get it in your head. Your daughter is gone because of your wife not doing what she should have been doing, which was, oh, I don't know, that time of day after nothing but reportedly a hot dog microwaved in the morning. Maybe what she should have been doing instead of going on a run was preparing dinner for your children. I just, I'm going to get through this article. You guys can see I'm getting really pissed off. I read the article before I'm reading it to you guys. It's not a good idea. Remember when I did the first read the one time on the case study? And I totally lost it. And I told you guys, I'm sorry. This is a first read. I will not do this to you guys again. I thought if I did a first read, I wouldn't be pissed off when I read it to you guys. I'm more pissed off on the second read than I was the first time because I'm picking up on more of the things that piss me off. So I'm going to push through. Thank you for sticking with me. All right, he says, I just know for a fact that someone took her, Wells said. She would always be around the house by her swing or by the vehicles, but she wouldn't go further than that. How about the number of times? Don Wells, you're a motherfucking liar. Okay, so let's go on. So I knew without a doubt in my mind that somebody took her. If nobody took her, then she would be home, close quote. Currently, Wells and his wife are staying with family in Arkansas, and don't I know it? Because where do I live? Heber Springs, Arkansas. How far am I from where they are in Springdale? 3 hours drive. Do you guys have any, can you comprehend? And I know Springdale, Fayetteville, I know Washington County, Arkansas like the back of my hand. Y'all cannot imagine how badly I want to get in that red Mustang convertible, put the top down, fill her up with gas, check the oil in the radiator, please, and the tire pressure while I hit I-40 and head west. And just drive around Springdale looking for the Roach Motel by the railroad tracks. And get out my car and walk up to them two motherfuckers and just punch both of the sons of bitches right in the fucking neck. I won't, for a number of reasons. First of all, it would be illegal. I don't want to go to jail. Secondly, I could end up getting hurt. I'm old. I'm not the barroom brawler I used to be. But baby dolls, in here, and in here. That's what I would really like to do. And my little red Mustang with the top down and my hair in a ponytail. Velma and Louise, only no Louise, just that. Wells said he loves his daughter wholeheartedly and is thankful to everyone who has supported his family. You didn't sound like you were very thankful to the Tennessee Department of Child Protective Services when they supported your family and have been for, in July, it will be 2 years since they took your boys. I think that's pretty fine support of your family, but all you had for them was insults, accusations, and histrionics and hyperbole, frankly. I don't, so everyone who supported your family, in other words, you mean the crazy cow lady, her weird ass sister Jinkies, I could name a great number of people who have had them on their channels on YouTube. I think you guys all know who they are. That's not supporting your family. That's using you for content to get clicks and views on monetized channels that make money, because when your ass is up on there, guess where most everybody goes? Because you see, not everybody does. Some of us have better things to do with our time, like actual research. He is still hopeful that Summer will one day be found and returned home. So the statement from TBI is very short. Get off my screen. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said in a statement that its officers, I thought they were agents, not officers. Anyway, that its officers continue to search for Summer. Currently, no new information is available. Quote, TBI agents. That's what I told you. You see in the quote how it says TBI agents? You know why? Because that's TBI Leslie Earhart speaking. The person who wrote this article, oh my God, please go back to journalism school. They're not officers, they're agents. Thank you. Please correct this article. It's driving me crazy. All right, quote, TBI agents continue to work alongside, and I want anybody who needs to hear what I'm about to read, hear it. TBI agents continue to work alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI. Go up to here with idiots challenging me. No, the FBI is not involved. No, the FBI is not involved. Well, God damn it, according to Leslie Earhart, they are. I think Leslie Earhart, and pardon my language, but I think Leslie Earhart, the public information officer for TBI, might know a little bit more about the agencies involved in Summer's case than some fly-by-night asshole on fucking YouTube. The fuck. The FBI, in investigating the circumstances. Now, darlings, I've brought this out before, and I'm going to keep hammering it home. Leslie Earhart is the Public Information Officer for the TBI. Public information officers are very well and highly trained in their choice of words. And I find that most people either don't have the ability to discern or they don't care enough to try. When Leslie Earhart makes a statement, please pay attention to every single word and the order within which they fall, or the order which they fall within the sentence. In investigating the circumstances leading to the disappearance of Summer Wells. Leslie didn't say investigating the disappearance of, the whereabouts of. She said the circumstances leading to. That encompasses a lot. Now let's go on. Oh, in quotes, said TBI Public Information Officer Leslie Earhart. Quote, unfortunately, now what did I just tell you about sentence structure and Leslie Earhart and being a wordsmith? Wordsmith like silversmith, blacksmith, crafting of words. We have no new information to share publicly. She didn't say they have no new information. She said no new information to share publicly. To finish up with the TBI statement, we urge anyone with credible information to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. I find Leslie Earhart's statement intriguing. I find everything that Donald Wells said to be the same regurgitated hearsay bullshit that we've been hearing out of his mouth. Don always says the same thing. You guys know this. He says the same thing. He just kind of switches around the order a little bit. You know, like some other people. So you look a little bit at, hi Birdie, hi Doxy, hi Carrie. All right, what's going on in chat with, hi McBro, is there something needs my attention? Hi Mary Martin, hi Remain Calm. Remain calm. Are you being you're being sarcastic. Susan has always been my go-to for summer. Carrie, honey, are you able to handle whatever it was that? Hi, Sassy Frass. Hi, Crime Creepy. Crime Creepy, I'm enjoying your channel, honey. I haven't been watching nearly as much on YouTube as I have been for like a year and a half. Like some other channels, no, let me rephrase that. A channel is an inanimate thing. It's not even tangible. Hi, Gypsy Girl. Hi, AC. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Cautious Chimps. The channel holder, the content creator, although my content is just me jacking my jaws. I've noticed over the last week, maybe a couple of weeks, channels like Grandma Sherry, and you guys know I watch Southern Mountain Girl every morning, at least when that baby posts. Just paying more attention to our individual mental and emotional and psychological health by pulling back from the malarkey and the rigmarole. And so I haven't, Crime Creepy, I haven't been watching as much YouTube. Also, it's the time of year for me. I am an avid gardener, and I have a really big yard. Most of it's just weeds, but my favorite thing, as long as I can remember, is to be outside. And so I guess Crime Creepy, it sounds like I'm making excuses. I'm not, baby. I haven't watched as much as I want to watch on your channel, merely because I am practicing more of something I already practice, which is self-care. But I'm also outside a lot. And I'm not one of those people that walks around carrying their phone with them while they're doing something else. But yes, baby, the drama is draining. And Crime Creepy, hi, Jen R. Mechanic Mama, hi, honey. Beverly Vineyard, I think I said hi earlier, sweetheart. Doxy, honey, I don't know what's going on, and I don't understand what the issue is, because Doxy, I don't know who you are, but I don't remember ever seeing you in my chat before. I'm not saying that you haven't been, because I tend to miss a lot in chat. Obviously, I can't even figure out what's going on here. Okay. But if hi, Tracy, if Carrie Bishop is asking you to please explain what you're trying to say, that she came in right as things were happening, and she would be happy to straighten it out. And Carrie is our managing moderator. She's our managing moderator for a reason. If Carrie can't help facilitate, I should say, working something out, it can't be done. So if another moderator, let's see, Doxy, I kept Aurora saying I kept asking you to explain what you meant. I did that before you were even timed out too. Why can't you explain? Okay, so here's what's happening. What you've done, see, Doxy, I don't know. Okay, you're Aussie girl Jen. Okay. I don't know what has happened, because I was reading a news article and I made it clear that I don't, if you've been here, you know when I'm sharing, I'm not reading the chat. That's why there are moderators, and I trust mine. If I didn't trust them, they wouldn't be a moderator. So if they, Doxy, felt that there was a reason you should be timed out, I'm going to have to go with their judgment. If I discover later on that poor judgment was used by a moderator, then our managing moderator will deal with the moderator. But today's live stream isn't about you, nor my moderators, nor the disruption of chat. It's about a new article in the Kingsport Times News, wherein Don Wells, the father of missing Summer Moon Utah Wells, made a statement a couple of days ago. More importantly, Public Information Officer Leslie Earhart made a statement several days ago. And that statement included the words, "No new information that can be shared publicly." Am I reading between the lines too much? Maybe. Am I serious when I talk about wordsmithing and a public information officer honing and designing their words when they're making a statement to the public, that they're thoughtful and precise? I think you can see I think that TBI does have new information. By new information, it can be anything that has been developed between June the 15th of 2021 and June the 12th of 2023. Or actually, June the 10th of 2023, because that's when the article came. New information we can't share, they can't share with us. So, yeah, Mohawk Mom, word placement. For somebody, a lot of times I will say things in the wrong order. Sometimes I'll catch myself and amend it. Sometimes I don't. I'll watch a live stream back and I'll be like, well, what you just said there made no sense whatsoever. But I'm not a public information officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, nor am I directly involved in an investigation surrounding the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance, which according to FBI card is not an abduction. So I don't have to be so picky with my word placement. If I twist my words accidentally, or if I were to twist them on purpose to mislead you, which would most certainly not be like me. But if I were to misspeak my words, you guys could come back in a chat later, or you could put in a comment section later. WTAF did you mean by that? Did you mean, what do you want me to take from that, Lip Lock No More? Your choice and placement of words confused me, Lip Lock No More. Please explain. It's very rare that a public information officer, a really good one, is asked to explain what they meant by what they just said. Because a really good news reporter, a really good one, understands who Leslie Earhart is and that what she says is what she means. So whatever the issue was, hi issue 313, whatever the issue was here, hi Bam FM 1, I hope you get it worked out. You know, Carrie, honey, later on today, if you, hi Jane, if it gets worked out, let me know. If it doesn't get worked out, let me know. Please, at your convenience, because let's get real, folks. Let's get real fucking real. This is YouTube. This is the internet. Okay? There's not a single one of us that has any direct involvement in Summer's case. All we do is come on the internet and talk about shit. We're not going to find her. We're not going to solve the case. You can't convince me that there's a single one of us out here on the internet discussing anything, let alone Summer's case, where we hold any level of importance whatsoever. None. We're just a bunch of Joes on the internet. If you're on this side of the screen, you're jacking your jaws. If you're on that side of the screen, you're typing away. Other than that, what we say is really pretty much of no fucking importance when it comes to Summer Wells. Now, if it has to do with somebody getting their feelings hurt over something I have said inadvertently, or getting mad because I said something they didn't like, then they can deal with me. If it's in a chat room, what the fuck, people? It's a motherfucking chat room. I do not understand. I don't even know what went on. I don't even care at this point. I think everybody who goes in live chats needs to kind of take a step back, look at yourself in the mirror, and figure out, why are you there? If you're in my chat because you think you're going to have some miraculous piece of evidence, or that you know something somebody else doesn't know, if you know something law enforcement doesn't know, you don't need to be saying it on a chat room on YouTube or anywhere on the internet. You need to be letting law enforcement know. But I'm pretty sure at this stage of the game, there are no surprises to be had. So I think we all need to check ourselves and remember who we are on this, whatever this is. We're nobodies. We happen to have an interest in similar issues, and we gather up in a platform provided by a person where we can discuss those things. Often, like if we're sitting around my kitchen table, people don't agree. But I think if you were sitting around my kitchen table, you would address issues differently than you do when you are sitting behind this. Angel, honey, if you're still out there, I'm High Southern Mountain Girl. Maybe another, I wish you would go live, Angel, actually, and explain it. I'm not in the mood. So is that what it is? Bad words? I've had enough. I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm not going to. Doxy, I was just about to block you. I'm not going to. On the 15th of June, 2021, a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed little 5-year-old girl named Summer Moon Utah Wells inexplicably disappeared from her home. Her home is at 110 Ben Hill Road. That's in the Beach Creek community down around Rogersville, Tennessee. That's way over in northeast Tennessee, in the hills and hollows. She, her grandma, and her mama reportedly had gone into Kingsport for the day. After her daddy, Donald Wells, had gone to work in the morning. He's a drywaller. He was working in the Meadows subdivision over in Jonesboro, Tennessee. According to Google Maps, about 32 mile drive. Don't hold me to that. It's 32 minutes or 32 miles. Sometime that afternoon, after they arrived home, in the early afternoon hours, according to Leslie Earhart, Public Information Officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, sometime in the early afternoon hours, Summer vanished. At the time, her maternal grandmother, Candace Harrer, her mother, Candace Rose Bly Wells, her 3 older brothers, minors themselves, reportedly were at the home. When, allegedly, Candace Bly was distracted momentarily after Summer reportedly had gone inside the home to play with her brothers. According to Candace Bly, after she had adjusted her mother's knee brace, she walked the "20 steps or so, direct line of sight, to her door and into her boys' bedroom, and then turned her right through the door into her kitchen area. And reportedly, the mother of Summer Wells asked her sons, "Where is your sister?" According to Candace Bly, mother of Summer Wells, one or maybe all 3 of the brothers responded. She went downstairs to play with her toys. And Summer Moon Utah Wells has never been seen. Her brothers were the last to see her. My heart goes out to them. For several weeks later, they were taken from the home by Tennessee Child Protective Services. That's not why my heart goes out to them. I'm glad. I'm glad they were taken. And I pray that they are thriving. And whatever wounds their hearts may feel at this time and leading up to this time, this approaching 2-year anniversary, 3 days from now, if her brothers are thinking that they were the last to see their sister, that God will comfort them. That although they are still young, that somehow in their hearts and their minds, they can be at ease knowing that they have no blame. Although their parents and their grandmother have consistently attempted to throw Summers brothers under the bus and make it appear that they would somehow be responsible for not having taken care of her or watched her or paid attention to her or made sure she was inside or made sure the door was locked. That was not her brother's jobs. They are children as well. There are no signs of life of Summer Wells. But in closing, let me tell you this. There are no signs of death. And until this old woman until TBI, Hawkins County, Tennessee Sheriff's Department, and FBI, until they say that they have decided, not decided, but concluded an investigation and have information that they can and will share with the public, I won't lose the hope that Summer could be out there somewhere alive. Is it probable? No. Is it possible? Yeah. And until law enforcement tells me, us, that it's no longer possible that she is alive, in my heart she is. I don't let myself anymore imagine under what set of circumstances. Just that thread. Because the thread, you notice where I just grabbed the end of it? thread of hope that I am grasping the very end of ascends directly to the zenith above my head in the sky, connected to God Almighty. And if she is alive, then I ask that being, please guide the minds of the TBI and FBI agents, Detective Pruitt. Please, God, while we hold on to our string of hope, our thread of hope, please let their minds and their intellect and their education and their background and their experience as law enforcement agents and as TBI, their success rate is like 95%, you guys. If anybody can find Summer, it's TBI. So, knowing that they're working with FBI, I'm asking God to kick those brains into high gear. Everything they've learned, everything they know, every experience they've ever had, coalesce on behalf of Summer Moon, you told us. And whether she is alive or dead, to find her. So that so many of you can have some peace of mind. Hey, RES. Hi, Carlos. Y'all, earlier on, I would have done the thing with Angel, but I'm just beyond that now, and she knows me really well. She loves me, and she understands. She'll understand. But it is something that I would like to discuss at another point. This pinging of the phones. So, darlings, we've been on here almost an hour and 30 minutes. I know I've missed a lot of you. Hi, Jen R. I really didn't, I thought I'd prepared myself, hi, Kathy Jones, properly to not become emotional. It never works. So I think what I need to do is just accept this about myself. No matter how much pre anything I do, if I come on here and I talk about Summer Wells on a live stream, I'm going to cry. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. All right, so I know, hi Susan, hi Cisco. I know I've done, hi Giselle. I know I've done a really poor job with chat today. And at this point, I'll tell you what, anybody that wants to, let me go get my Bluetooth speaker, turn some music on. I'll leave the camera running. Y'all know I don't smoke cigarettes in the house. Let me step outside and get a few puffs off of a cigarette and come back and at least look at your chat a little bit. I don't want to come on live and then just go, oh, well, I've said everything I had to say. The title says discussion. It doesn't say rant. Maybe I ought to change the title, but I don't want to be rude. by just going, oh well, now I've cried and I'm in a different mood and I got mad and that put me in a different mood. It seems disrespectful to you guys and I don't want to be like that. So let me go get my Bluetooth speaker. Anybody that wants to hang out, I'll be back. And much love to you too, kind of creepy. Hang on. I think one of the things that really threw me for a loop, guys, was this. I know it's strange. I have looked at Candace Bly's Facebook page. I have pictures in my computer that I downloaded off of her Facebook, and I never once noticed. And I think that's kind of what did like this mood shift thing in me. When I saw that jacket, I kind of felt something change in here. I know probably TMI, you know, that's my vape pen, but I'm not going to vape until after the live. So let me just leave it here. That. Okay, let me go get my Bluetooth. I'll be right back. What are you doing with your collar, kitty? Let me take your collar off. Utah's got his collar all wanky. What'd you do here, buddy? He's like, ooh, freedom, freedom. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Ah, there you go. So anyway, guys, I'm going to turn our theme song on and go out and smoke. And anybody that wants to hang out, I'll come back and look at chat a little bit. It ought to be right here.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
I don't need your help. Knowing him, he'll end the live while I'm out there smoking. He'll walk up here on the keyboard and end the live.
Feel the blood dripping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you come up on me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste
Be right back.
in my tongue.
Well, I won't be right back, but I'll be back in a minute.
So sharp, so freezing, so cold, behold, frostbite. Feeling I could tear you apart, or I could go.
I'm going to turn my mouse off just in case he wants to try to scoot it around.
Starts feeling I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got much more change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. tough. Cause I'm a with life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fight, need time, and I'll still be winning. I'm with life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fight, need time, and I'll still be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. From the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted, and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crap from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood, and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart, or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste, and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'm a with life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fight, need time, and I'll still be winning. I'm with life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fight, need time, and I'll still be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon.
Is there still people here?
From the heathens, got will,
Looky
got
there,
fight,
there's still
got pride,
people
got
here.
reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted, and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crap from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood, and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart, or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste, and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough cause I'm a live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fight, need time, and I'll still be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'm a big fight, need time, and I'll still be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you coming for me, hope you ready for a demon.
Oh, hi, English Rose. Hi, Terry B. Okay, Doxy, I see you're still here, baby. So I guess maybe you guys got it worked out. I hope that you did. The base needs to be adjusted, honey. Well, I'm sorry. It's the my little Bluetooth is a little bit heavy on the bass end. Oh, yeah, Mishu, when I was in the entertainment industry, I was what is referred to as a triple threat because I can sing, I can dance, and I can act. So I don't act very well because too much of me comes through. But okay, good. Oh, good. That was my main thing while I was out smoking. All right, get my get my attitude going on here. Guys, thanks for letting me go smoke. It helped me a lot just to get a few puffs. Uh, took the edge off of my feelings, my feels, got up in my feels there all over summer like I always do. Yeah, Mishu, I can write. Yeah, I can write. um, I'm going to go right. Oh, let me start down here. English Rose, CW has only a swinging brick for a heart. English Rose, I've never heard the phrase swinging brick. Is that, I mean, I I get it, but just out of curiosity, I was wondering if that is a saying in your part of the world, like how I say "jacking my jaws" when I'm talking. You know, people around here, oh, she's just jacking her jaws, which means you're talking a lot. But oh, Doxy, honey, thank you, 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 Valerie. It's good to see you, baby, always. Well, now, Carrie, you know, okay, good deal. Carrie, you know darn good and well, not everybody that comes in this chat room loves Susan. Sniffany Marie's sock accounts don't love Susan. Sniffany Marie hates me because, like I said in a community post a couple of weeks ago, after I was chatting in her live chat, interacting with her mods and going, hey, and everybody's like, hey. About an hour in, Sniffany's like, is Lip Lock in my chat? Um, get her. So I made a community post. So Carrie, you know, not everybody that comes in this chat room loves me. Some of them just kind of like me. Some of them come over out of curiosity. Others come over because they like the way I cuss. Others come over because they want to know how I managed to have such beautiful hair, like Sniffany Marie. See how I can do that. Okay. I'm going to sing Doxy at the end. Because you, Doxy, like you made me, you lifted my spirits. You made me happy when I came back from my smoke break. The smoke break alone helped me. So I even have a song in mind based on something that somebody said on a live stream the other day. It made me think of a song. But back to hi Esther, hi Sage Sleuth, back to my snarky snark. I made that community post where I said, at TMXO, don't hate me because I'm intelligent and I'm beautiful and I'm talented and I'm very happy. Hate me because you're not. So her sock accounts Carrie don't love. Carl Nichols does not love. His subs and viewers, Carrie, do not love me. Hi, Rosemary. Yeah, how can you live in Rhode Island and be a Valley girl? How can you go for a cigarette and come back and forget what you were talking about? I don't know. Anyway, that's another thing I've kind of been. I'm really seriously thinking about getting out of that tit for tat business too. I don't like it. What does tit for tat do? Well, when you tit for tat, you get a tit back. Then you have to tat. Or you may be put in a position where you choose to tat. And I don't mean making lace, which is tatting, if you don't know. A little tit for tat here and there can be somewhat healthy and stimulating, healthy perhaps to the person's, oh, I got you back feeling, stimulating perhaps to a channel's growth. But in the long run, it doesn't accomplish anything except kind of making mountains out of molehills. You know, it escalates matters. And I've been getting better and better at just ignoring. And it's the advice that I give to people. Perhaps I should take my own advice. So, did I where the wind blows. Hi, funny face. So anyway, all right. Hour 44. And I have a song in mind. And I would imagine I have missed a whole gob of you. Remain calm. Here's what would interfere, remain calm. While my arms are down in my Alley shirt, remain calm if you weren't here earlier. This shirt is identical to the one that Allie is wearing on the front porch interview with Chris McDonough. Wait. Where did you go? Okay. You're America's top model. First of all, remain calm. I'm 4'11" Modeling agencies in Kansas City, Missouri would not consider me for anything except for eye makeup ads. I got a few of those. I'm too short to be a model. Back in that day, I was also too short to be what back in those days was called a stewardess on an airline. They had height requirements. So I'm pretty sure that I couldn't beat her out as America's Top Model because I'm too short. Hi, Eve. Have we got the whole Remain Calm crew over here? They're sure funny face. Look, did you see it earlier? I even have a bleach stain. At least it's not spaghetti stain. It's a bleach stain. So anyway, Remain Calm. Is your whole crew over here? Guys, if you haven't visited Remain Calm, I know I've talked about her before. She's always here. She's always here, whether you see her in chat or not. If she's not here, it's because she's either preparing a live of her own or she's got something going on. I mean, something. She is an avid supporter and viewer of this channel and promotes this channel freely. I mean, Eve is one of her mods, Eve in our chat. If I go into a lot of times I'm like Remain Calm. I'm watching and listening, but I'm not chatting because I don't want to distract chat. I want to listen to what Remain Calm is saying. And she's very invested in Summer's case. She knows a lot about it. And she just comes on and talks to her viewers. She shares her thoughts. She does writings. Like if she has, I don't want to put words in her mouth. I'm just describing my observations based on watching her channel and being a sub to her channel. If something happens in Summer's case, if somebody makes a statement or she hears something that provokes thought, she writes, almost like a journal. My words, not hers. It's like Remain Calm's Summer's journal. And often on her live streams, she will read to she will read to us what she has written, her thoughts about Summer. And when she reads back her thoughts, it's as if she's not reading them. It's like she's freely speaking it. But she loves Summer very, very much. Her chat room loves Summer very much. So if you haven't checked out Remain Calm, maybe think about it. I've plagiarized a couple of her statements. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. I was watching one of Remain Calm's live streams a few weeks ago, and I'm sure she had said it before, but it was the first time I caught her saying, "This is a low budget channel. No fancy intros, no fancy outros." I stole it from her. Same here. Low budget, nothing fancy, no bells and whistles, just me, my thoughts, more often than not, my tears. And but I just love her. You know, I don't know her in real life at all. We've never met. But she has said on her channel, and I think I've said on here, and if I haven't, I should have. Remain Calm's the kind of lady that if she were to knock on my front door right now, I would recognize her, first of all, because she does cam up. I would grab her and hug her and say, "How do you take your coffee?" And just sit at my kitchen table or on the front porch and just talk about something. She's not an old lady like me, but she's beautiful. And she has a lovely spirit and a very warm heart. And you'll find her chat room quite welcoming. She even puts up with people I don't put up with. That's how adorable she is. So, all right. Let me sing you out. Everybody's talking at me. I can't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of my mind. People stop and staring. I can't see their faces. Only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm banking off of the northeast wind, sailing on a summer's breeze. I'm skipping over the ocean like a stone. Wah, 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 wah. Babies, June the 15th is my grandson's birthday. He will be 7. His middle name is Moon. So on this channel on June the 15th, I most likely will do what I do on the 15th of every month. Probably less than 5 minutes. A shot of Summer's symbolic bridge home with her purple lights behind it, and a very short statement reminding my viewers. Other than that, I'll be celebrating my grandson's birthday. Jackie Moon. I'd tell you all to behave yourselves, but why would I waste my breath and your time? Because we all know there's not a single one of you that's going to do it. So go have you some fun, but be safe while you're out there. Please remember to learn, teach, and look for the universal hand sign, thumb to the palm, 4 fingers over. That person is telling you, help me, I'm being held against my will. Dial 911. Do not attract any attention to yourself. Keep them in your line of sight if it's possible. When law enforcement arrives, step aside and let them do their work. The most important thing, other than calling 911, do not attract any attention to yourself. You could endanger the person saying this to you. It can be a child, a teenager, a middle schooler, an old granny ma. It can be a person standing in a picture window as you're walking or driving down the street or riding your bicycle. So we not only look out for ourselves, we look out for others. Well, I'll see you on the flip-flop, whether you like it or not. And always remember, there truly is one batshit crazy old cat lady out here on the mean streets of Ute who loves you regardless of what happens. And I truly mean it. Now, you don't have to go home, but you ain't staying here. I got shit to do when I get out. I mean it. Hi, son. I'm sorry if I missed you in chat. Hi, Michael. I'm sorry, guys, if I missed you in chat. You know that I love you. If you don't, you had ought to. All right. Bye-bye. Love you.